and welcome to my channel. I am your host, Suzanne. And I want to say thank you very much for all those who participated in the 2-week challenge. I hope you guys had an amazing Valentine's and a family day long weekend last week. So let's just get right into our video for today. I know last video I mentioned to you guys I was going to do a no-cook meal prep. But as I was going through my videos, it seemed redundant because the week before that, I posted when I had a really busy Sunday, I posted getting the rotisserie chicken and what I would do with it. So I didn't want to take that time to do that all over again. However, I did get a lot of feedback from everyone. So I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the feedback, the comments, the questions. Today we're going to do a lot of those answers, and we're going to talk about our March challenge. Every week we're going to have a new challenge in March, so it's going to be called Crazy March Challenge, and so stay tuned for that I will announce at the end of the video. But let's get into what we are here to build. So foundational habits. That's our goal here. We are looking to live a healthy lifestyle with no sudden or drastic changes, but incorporating a healthy way of living and allowing it to fit into our life and our schedules. So I think my second video that I posted was about the characteristics of habits and what does that look like. And I'm going to post it on the YouTube post section for those who are not following me on Instagram or cannot get to my Instagram. It will be posted there for you to review. And it's about building those foundations, right? So you want to have consistent sleep patterns. You want to be hydrated. You want to eat healthy. You want movement. Now, how do you incorporate that? So when it comes down to eating, you're looking at your, if you're on a weight loss journey, you're looking at your caloric intake. You're looking at what deficit you need to be on. You're measuring your food. You're making sure you know your ratio between your protein, your carbs, your fats, your fiber, and you're doing meal prep to make that easy for you. The whole concept of this is setting your environment in a way where your willpower doesn't have to do all the work. So when you're home or at a friend's or family's place, it might be easy for that kind of a setup, but when you're outside, it will be different. So that's when your willpower is going to kick in. So if you go back to that video, that I think it was the second or third video that I posted on my YouTube channel that talks about the habits, the foundational habits, go through that. But we're just going to dive right into the questions I had, and that's hence I have my glasses on today because I'm going to be doing a lot of reading and looking at my iPad. So the question that I got, and I'm going to read all the questions and then we're going to answer them, and it may be, I might repeat myself a little, but it's to understand, see the correlation between things. So it says, I'm on a keto diet. It's been over a month and I only lost 8 pounds. Why is it not working? The next one is, how can my partner be more supportive on my journey? I had one that says, thank you so much for the 7-day meal plan. I would like a 7-day meal plan, if possible, gluten and dairy free, which I will be posting this week, so stay tuned. Why am I always resetting? I can't seem to get my habit to stick. The other question is, how do I incorporate alcohol in my lifestyle while losing weight? Okay, and there's a bunch of other questions similar to this, so I kind of generalized the questions. So let's start with the keto diet. Keto diet guarantees you losing 30 pounds in 30 days if done correctly. Whether you're doing lazy keto or you're doing clean keto, that is how it is. If you throw in intermittent fasting on top of your keto, you should be doing you'll be experiencing a rapid weight loss. This channel is not specific to a diet, it's more about a lifestyle. Now, if you do have further questions and you're wanting to understand, you're definitely doing something that is not working for you, I am happy to spend an hour either over the phone, Zoom, Teams, Google Meets, whichever you like. Feel free to drop me a message saying that you would like that. Let's schedule some time. No obligation, no strings attached. Just I need to know specifically what you're doing in order for me to understand why it is not working for you. Again, like I said, I am a certified fitness, nutrition, wellness coach. So I can absolutely coach you on it, and then you can take it from there. Okay, how can my partner be more supportive on my journey? Great question. And that question was asked in a couple of different ways this time around to me. I think one, you first need to let your partner know what it is you're trying to achieve. So if it is weight loss and you need support and motivation for what you're eating, then I think you need to let your partner know that that is what you're looking for. You need him to be that checkpoint, that someone that you're accountable to in terms of what you're eating, and for him to help you with that. That's option one. Option two is be clear. I mean, not option two, but the next point is be clear in what you need and seek help with. Maybe you're already eating good and you just want to be motivated to go to the gym or work out or have more movement. So let your partner know what it is you really need help with and seek that support. Now, for instance, if your partner is not supportive, well, we here collectively, it's a community, so reach out. You are looking to be active, I will post on my video the app I use. Download it if you want, find me on there if you want, send me an email, ask me what connect. You will see on a day-to-day basis how many times I've walked, how many kilometers I've walked. I tend to forget to to log into that app, but if I know I've got people who are looking for the support, I absolutely will. Again, it's free of charge. You don't have to pay for the app. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to pay anyone anything. There's no money involved. It's just having that support system and encouragement. Maybe you want to nudge. Maybe it'll be like, hey, if you've seen that there's been no movement for 2 days, nudge me. Ask me what's going on. And, you know, we have our good days and bad days. So sometimes you might fall off for a couple of days. And that's okay. Then you get up and you start again. So that was one. And that would be my advice that I'd give you is let your partner know what it is you're seeking and what you're looking for from them in terms of support. So be very clear about that, because when we're in the process of not eating what we like and we have to move, we kind of get a little agitated, especially if somebody says, oh, really? Like, should you be eating that? You want to go kill them. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to go fight with them and get aggressive and or feel hurt in some instances. So be very clear with what kind of support you're looking for so that can be consistent for you. Why am I always resetting and can't seem to get my habits to stick? Okay, well, we as humans tend to try and do too many things at the same time. Now, this applies to a multitude of people, ways and lifestyles that people have. You could be a very busy mom with young kids and you just don't have the time for yourself and you keep falling off because kids have left food, you end up eating their leftovers. It could be a multitude of things. It could be you're so exhausted, well, pizza is what it is and that's what we're eating. And that's where meal prep comes in handy, especially the no-cook one for those who are looking to get that healthy lifestyle. If you are that mom, well, you need your fuel and you need your energy. So you need to take care of you as well. In fact, first, then you're able to have that energy for your kids, your partners, and so on. Why is a habit not sticking? Maybe you're stacking too many habits. Maybe you're trying to hit the gym so many days a week and you're also wanting to drink a lot of water and you also want to get so much of sleep and you also want to eat healthy. maybe it's just too much. When you take a step back, instead of just resetting, assess. Also, there has to be that mind, body, spirit connection. Like, you have to know from the depth of your soul, this is something you want to do. Whether it is a weight loss journey, whether it's just a healthy lifestyle, or it is something that you want to incorporate, as in like maybe drinking more water, maybe getting more movement, whichever it is, you have to know that that is something you want and stay consistent and true to it. The way habits will work is, one, take small steps, work with it, get used to it, incorporate it, move on to the next. It is a long process. It's not a 1 day or a 2 day thing. It's not like in a month I'm going to be having this healthy lifestyle. It's not going to happen like that. Research shows it takes 21 days to develop a habit, okay? And 90 days for it to become a lifestyle change. So we started this journey at the beginning of the year. It's almost the end of February this year. So I would say a day shy, 60 days or so. And it takes 90 days for it to become a lifestyle change. But if you're constantly breaking and resetting, which is okay, there is nothing wrong with a reset, but an assessment to that reset is necessary. Maybe the reason why things are falling apart and breaking is maybe you just have too much of junk food lying around. If it's the food aspect of things, right? Maybe your life is so busy and you're standing all day. So when you're standing all day, think about it, right? You're standing all day, you're tired, you're fatigued, but guess why you're tired and fatigued? Because you have all this weight that is resting on your hips, your knees, and your feet. They are taking the brunt of the weight. They are the ones that are exhausted. So maybe instead of thinking of running, maybe just do some stretching when you get home. It will help you, it'll make you feel better, and it'll motivate you to do something else. So there's always that aspect. If you're struggling with that, connect with me, talk to me. This is a very generic response that I'm giving because I don't know your personal struggle, right? So this could be in variations with different people, and that's just how you're doing it. You're struggling with it because you're maybe either stacking too many things or you haven't planned it out properly. So my advice would be, if it's food related or snack related, because majority of the time you can eat proper food, but what ends up happening is because you stay up late, you end up feeling snacky because you're awake, you're watching TV. When you're watching TV, you think of popcorn, you think of a bag of chips, you think of, I don't know, maybe having a brownie, whatever it is that you do when you're watching TV, or maybe pouring yourself a glass of wine. We can change that. It's very simple and very easy to assess and bring that in a more controlled way. So my first step would be is go look at your pantry and clean out your pantry. Replace things with healthy things. And believe me, if you're a mom or a parent that you have younger kids, when they see that you're making healthy choices, they will also be encouraged to make those healthy choices. Another way in terms of eating or when coming to habits is maybe screen time, screen fatigue. Like, I get it, if you're a doctor and you're something, where you have to be on call 24/7, your phone needs to be with you, okay. But maybe make it a rule that when you're sitting at the dining table, and as adults, I've seen adults do this too, they'll watch Netflix or they're checking TikTok, or while they're eating, nobody is talking. That helps. Talk about your day, talk about your struggles. It helps you in your journey. So think about that. And if you're by yourself, single, empty nester, no one to talk to, that's fine. Get a buddy. And again, set yourself up, maybe with a neighbor, maybe with a cousin, maybe with a daughter or a son who is older, and you can, do this fitness and healthy lifestyle with them. Maybe it's a neighbor. Maybe it's someone on this group, like someone on in this community, like say, hey, I need to buddy up with someone. I need to be accountable, like I need to be accountable to somebody because I keep falling off. I am sure, including myself, I'm sure somebody will step in and say, sure, no problem, we're here to support you, because we're all on this journey together. The other one was, how do I incorporate alcohol in a way when I'm looking to lose weight? Great question. So if you're a very social person, as per this question, and you're trying to curb that alcohol indulgence, if you like wine, and as much as I cringe to say this, make that wine into a spritzer. If you're the person who drinks wine with dinner, maybe 5 days of the week don't. If you know on the weekend you're going to be, with the whole socializing and the glasses of wine that you're drinking, you're probably drinking a bottle of wine that evening, or a little bit more than a bottle of wine. Don't drink during the week. It'll help. I mean, the LCBO now has a lot of options for those that are looking to lose weight, still have the alcohol that are lower in calories. In the fitness world, it's empty calories, but the sugar content in there add to the carb aspect of your diet, especially if you are tracking your macros. So my advice, that would be my advice. Again, I don't know in what context do you mean, like are you a frequent drinker? Do you only do it when socializing, but you want to have, instead of having like 4 glasses of wine, you maybe want to just have 2? Maybe switch it from wine to a different drink where you can add more club soda in it, or you can add more, I don't know, diet Sprite into it. I can't give you very much on that, other than you can find substitutes if something is more in calories or sugar. Tequila is supposed to be the lowest in sugar, but again, it's not everyone's flavor, so you don't have to have it. I personally don't drink every day. I do drink socially, and that too, I'm usually designated driver, or I have to drive, so I'm not drinking anyways. So it doesn't really affect me a lot, but if that's something that you're struggling with, and maybe if you're comfortable talking more about it, we don't have to discuss it on YouTube, but feel free to send me a message and I will be more than happy to have a conversation with you and make it work. All right, so let's get into habits. We've been discussing this for a long time. We've been on this journey for almost 2 months now. I would like y'all to be realistic, okay? When you're setting a goal and a target, I hear a lot of people say, oh my God, I want to lose 50 pounds by the summer. It's February, like by June? Okay. Is it doable with, being under your caloric intake and with drastic measures? Absolutely, it's doable. Is it sustainable? No. We want to live a balanced lifestyle. I want to eat, I want to drink, I want to have my carbs, but everything in moderation. And I'm going to lose the weight, and I'm going to be where I want to be, and I'm going to have the body or the confidence or whatever it is you're looking to achieve. Always and always and always, I tell everyone that, 1, be kind to yourself. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's okay. It is okay that it doesn't happen overnight. It shouldn't. If it does, something's wrong. You want this to stay off. You want this in that manner. So please, 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 I can't stress this enough. 1, be kind to yourself. It's okay to reset, but when you're resetting, assess where you're going wrong. And if you are struggling and you don't know where you're going wrong, well, maybe talk to somebody about it. If you have nobody to talk to, like all of you that are emailing me and private messaging me, continue to do that. Get a little bit more detailed, and then maybe I don't have to say it out on YouTube. I can give a more generic statement on YouTube or an answer, but I can talk to you specific to you. So if it is something that you are struggling with specifically in your journey, I am more than happy to help you. Like I said, there are no strings attached. So by all means, bring it on. Okay, I am going to leave it on that note, but always remember, always remember, it takes 21 days to develop a habit and 90 days for it to be a lifestyle. So pick one habit, work with it, keep it consistent. If it breaks in between that, reset. When you get that down to the science of it, move on to the next one. And trust me, it is then just going to be so easy for you to stack on the rest of the habits. Let's now move into our March challenge, the Crazy March challenge. So this week, starting March 1st, so not this week, but March 1st, that first challenge is going to be working with your pantry. So we're going to take away unnecessary or foods that are not good for us and replace it with something healthy. So if you're the kind of person who's a snacky person, maybe take away those chips or tortillas or whatever else you have and replace it with hummus and dip, some other dips like tuna dip or chicken salad, chicken dip, or whatever, some other high protein things. I will be posting a dip with cottage cheese. It will be on my Instagram. I'm going to also post it on YouTube. It's going to be in the post section, so stay tuned for that. That will help you out. Another good way to have chips, if you really want to, you get these high protein tortilla wraps. Just cut them up, sprinkle a little bit of avocado oil on it, or spray some avocado oil, put it in your air fryer, let it get nice and crisp like chips. Take it out. Believe me, those fill you up faster than you know. And you won't have as many of that as you would have a bag of chips. I have personally tried it myself, and that's why I'm speaking through experience. So just wanting to let you know that. And with that, I am going to end my video today. Wishing you all an amazing rest of your Sunday and a lovely week ahead. If there's any other questions, any other issues that you might be having, please feel free to reach out. And you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for the support, the love, and the questions that you asked. That helps me build the content for you. We're on this journey together. Until next Sunday, have an awesome rest of your day.